1.5 years ago, I gave a major warning that Bitcoin was heading into some turmoil over its next year. When we were at $48,000, I called for the mega crash to start happening. Now there's something even more important that I need to warn you about right now before it's too late. And that's what we're going to cover in today's video. Hit that subscribe button. My name is Steve. We're going to be jumping into a lot of different charts today, and I'm going to give my honest opinion on each of them with a major warning sign now. I gave the major warning sign 1.5 years ago when we entered quicksand. Then I gave the major warning sign when we reached 48K that the mega crash has started. But there's a new warning sign in town, and that's what we're going to discuss. Now, before we get into all these incredible charts, the time is almost up. The seats are literally almost gone. Not many seats are left, but go lock in your huge discount before prices rise. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. You don't want to be left behind on this. Get my 5-day masterclass. There's 3 simple steps. You're going to sign up and get the plan. That's step number 1. Step number 2, you're going to make more money. And step number 3, sit back and relax. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Lock in this seat before it's too late, and I'll see you on the inside. If you're somebody who's in need, a single mom, a single dad, a vet, somebody who's disabled, and somebody who really wants to sign up to this masterclass, but they're in a tough financial situation, I want to help you. Send me an email, info@CryptoCrewUniversity.com. I always help everybody in need, especially single moms, single dads, and people that are just in a tough financial situation. So send that email, and I look forward to helping you. Now, there's a new warning sign in town. As I mentioned, 1.5 years ago, we entered the quicksand. Those of you who have followed my channel then, you probably remember it vividly, probably hating me at the time, and definitely not believing me at the time. But we've covered these charts for years after years after years. The same thing happened in 2018 when we tried to warn everybody that the mega crash was coming. They felt the same way. They didn't want to believe it. So here we are. 1.5 years ago, we gave that warning, and then we gave the major warning at 48K. And you probably didn't want to believe it then either, because it was not a popular thing to say that we were about to have a mega crash. But the facts are the facts. Men lie, women lie. The charts don't lie. And what we do on this channel is we cover the facts in the charts. Now, there's a new warning that I have for you. In order to give it to you correctly, I need to talk about the facts in the charts, and then I'm going to leave you with this video with a major warning, okay? So the facts in this chart is we're on the monthly chart, and this is my heat worm, and we can't argue that this is blue, right? We can agree that this is blue color, and that this is blue, and this is blue, and this little sliver is dark blue, and we're in dark blue now. We can all agree that we're in dark blue now, and we are in dark blue at the exact market bottoms before. We were in dark blue here, and this was an incredible time to buy. Anytime we're in dark blue, it's an incredible time to buy. We can't argue that. And you may say, well, Steve, I think you just painted this dark blue just recently. Not possible. This indicator was coded years ago, and everybody who signed up to my indicator bundle has this indicator, and it's been coded this way for years, and it's dark blue. We can't argue with that. Dark blue is a time to buy, okay? Now, let's look at the super guppy. Everybody went crazy about this video because we are mirroring exactly what happened in 2015 when this super guppy changed from white to red and orange. We just changed from white to red and orange. And this was our pivot 1. This was pivot 2. This was pivot 3. This is pivot 4. We're looking at it pound for pound. This is pivot 1. This is pivot 2. And we're in pivot 3. We have not started pivot 4 yet. And that is what happens next in Bitcoin. But again, we changed to red and orange after the market had bottomed, just like today, right? We changed from red and orange after we bottomed. We already called the bottom at 17.5. It was not a popular thing to say. It's still not a popular thing to say, but the facts are still saying that that's the bottom. I have not seen any facts in the charts that are legitimately saying this is not the bottom. The only thing I've seen is, Steve, this time is different. You'll see it in comments across all social media. This time is different. They told me the same thing when we called the bottom correctly in 2018. They told me this time is different. This is not the bottom. We're going a lot lower, but I just cover the facts. I try to stay really even keel. I don't try to get too emotional one way or another. I cover the facts. I read the charts to you like a book. And that's what the books are saying. Now we get to the next one. This will tell us when the bear market is over, when the stochastic RSI gets above here. But every 4 years, Bitcoin has been following the same pattern every 4 years, like clockwork. But we have emotions. Humans have emotions and we have greed. So it's tough to follow it. But we go below the 20 level and our momentum, then we have a 50% rally. Everybody gets excited. And then we have a mega crash. It happens every 4 years. 2018, same thing. Dipped our head below here, had a 48% rally, followed by a mega crash. 2022, dip our head below here, followed by a 47% rally. Everybody gets really excited, and then mega crash. This chart helped us predict the 48K mega crash start. This is our 5.3 theory. You are well aware of this theory, but it's diminishing returns by a factor of 5.3. Every single market cycle sees a decrease in our percentage gain by exactly 5.3. If you take this number and divide it by 5.3, it's this number. So Bitcoin predicts few years in advance where the next top will be by a multiple of 5.3. If you take this number divided by 5.3, you can go to the bottom and rise all the way up. It brings you to precisely this number, and it's been happening every single market cycle. Now, the facts in this chart is this is probably literally the best damn strategy on planet Earth. I built it with my two hands. It's marked the market bottom for 11 years, precisely to a T. And this strategy was built before this market bottom. I repeat, this strategy was built before this market bottom. And using this exact strategy, it called 17,500 the bottom. It would be easy to build the strategy after the bottom and say, look, we fixed it. We timed all the charts up so that we're right. We don't care about being right or wrong. This is a strategy that's been proven to mark every single market bottom for 11 years. It was built before this market bottom, and it also called this bottom the market bottom. So we've got a lot of different charts that are all saying a similar story. We've got another one, the 100 MA and the 20 MA. And again, this is a chart we've been following for years, not just yesterday or the day before. And every single time we had this cross, it marked the market bottom in 2015. And when this yellow line crossed the red, it marked the bottom here. Whether you have 20 minutes of chart experience or 20 years, we can all agree this is yellow line and this is a red line. We can all agree that they've only crossed 3 times with the yellow going through the red. It happened here at exactly the market bottom. It happened here exactly at the market bottom. And it happened in 2022 at the market bottom, 17,500. We can argue that this is a yellow line, this is a red line. They've only crossed 3 times at exactly the market bottom. We can't argue with that. Now, we just continue. This is the 3-day death cross. This helped us predict a lot of big things, and this helped us predict a lot of big things. But what all of these charts are giving is a pretty big warning sign. Right now, the high majority of humans on Earth are waiting for a lot lower prices for Bitcoin. We can't argue with that. You can look at any polls. You can look at any polls when we were back here at 17,500. You can look at any polls in this 140, 150 day period since then. All the polls since that time, including right now, have the high majority of people calling for a lot lower. The problem with that is it happens every single market cycle bottom, where everyone back in 2018 was calling for a lot lower. The problem is they sat on their hands. They waited for those lower prices that never came, and then prices exploded, and they usually bought right at the next market cycle top and then got destroyed again because they're operating on greed, and they're operating without a strategy, and they're operating on emotions. This is what my masterclass will solve all of these problems. You'll never have those problems again following my plan for this bear market and the next bull. But even if you don't have that, you've got to have a wake-up call. It's more risky to be out of Bitcoin than in Bitcoin right now. Even worst case scenario, Bitcoin goes lower. It can't go a tremendous amount lower. The charts don't have room for that. We're literally the most oversold Bitcoin has been in its entire history by far. So we can't get even more oversold by an exponential factor. It's not realistic. It's more risky to be out of Bitcoin right now than in Bitcoin, period, plain and simple. So I hope that this is my new warning to you. Don't sit on the sidelines. Don't sit on your hands. It's time to get in Bitcoin, even if you dollar cost average. Don't wait for that fictitious number. Stop playing with human emotions. Stop playing with greed. Get a strategy, get a plan, and act according to the plan. And I rest my case on these charts. I love the charts. I always have my head in the charts. These are the facts the charts are saying, and I will change my opinion if new facts come in. I will definitely change my opinion, as every trader should, when new facts come in. I have not seen any new facts come in, and we called the bottom how many days ago now? 140 plus days ago. I haven't seen any new facts in the past 140 days to change my mind, but I will change my mind if new facts come in. So it's more risky to be out of Bitcoin than in Bitcoin right now. I believe the bottom was at 17,500, and I believe the majority of people will not buy Bitcoin until probably 40 to 50K. That's what I believe is going to happen. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you right back here on the next video. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs.